Happy Independence Day to you all. I hope you are having a wonderful time wherever you find yourself today. I'm Jesse Jackson Kauraitha and will be your host for today. And now for your latest on the hit list. The Brave Warriors of Namibia yesterday secured a crucial 1-0 victory over Malawi, cementing second place in the World Cup qualifiers with 11 points from 3 wins and 2 draws. Prince Chiwetha netted the winner in the 40th minute, assisted by Peter Shalulile. Let us now hear from Coach Colin Benjamin on what he made of the result.
Here with me is the Namibia head coach. The game ended 1-0 in favor of Namibia. Maybe coach, briefly, can you analyze for us?
Yeah, I think that we actually really started well. We could control matters in the first half, in the first 10 minutes. I think after that we lost it a little bit in the sense that we couldn't really deal with the long balls Malawi was playing. They did it also very good. We couldn't have an answer on that. But I think after that, our defense, marshaled there by chance, we could withstand that pressure. I think we had also good 2-3 chances in the first half, and I think going into the league, that was deserved. Obviously, the onslaught of Malawi was a bit of a problem that we couldn't manage our transitions. But with all of that said, I think I'm just really proud of my team that they could withstand that pressure with the long balls, the aerial balls, and I think in the end it was a well-deserved victory for my team, and we take those 3 points and we go on to the next. But obviously it was, I'm not going to lie, a difficult game against a very good opponent, very physical, direct, once you get to the goal. And I think a compliment to my team for withstanding all of that.
Maybe the qualifications game as you there as Namibia, how do you see your chances of qualifying for the World Cup knowing that you just passed off Malawi?
Dreams, to have dreams is good, gives you a target to keep on working, but we're honestly not looking at any table. I think with the AFCON campaign that we had, it's really good to have these feelings of joy, happiness, of accomplishment for my players, so that we have a good motivation and a good feeling for the next game. So with that said, it's just to say that we're honestly just looking game for game. How can the guys grow? We had to play 2 guys that started, this new, Sergio Damasep and Bonifacius Joseph. I think they did good, so we have to try and build. We're gonna try and build on those achievements. With this qualification is also transition. We're gonna keep on working. For us, we're not looking at the law. It's about Namibia. How can we grow? How can the players grow? And us growing as a nation.
Maybe looking at the way that Malawi is playing and the substitutions that Malawi had, probably having some players who started the substitutions into your game plan had anything to probably not fit in.
You know, and I think for you guys, the coach, Kalisto doing a good job. The FAs, Malawi doing a good job. That in normal circumstances, Cavadinho get off, will struggle. But the next one comes, power, strength, hunger. So with that said, I think it was a good display of team. Moise is not playing, Petro and Chepezi is playing. They do a good job. So with that said, compliments to Malawi, the training, the technical team for doing a marvelous job, and I wish you all the best.
Well done to the Brave Warriors there. We hope that the road that is to the World Cup 2026 will be smooth, of course. Let's remember that Tunisia is also challenging for that, and they are in pole position with 13 points. But Namibia is just lurking behind with 2 points, and that can always be overturned. Well, on to something different now. 3 judges from the Namibia Gymnastics Federation, NGF, trampoline section have completed their International Gymnastics Federation, FIG, private judges exam in South Africa's Johannesburg under the facilitation of FIG's Christophe Lambert from France, Nadine Jager, Talia Loveria, and Karen van Zyl departed on Monday for the FIG Level 4 judging certification. We will now go for a short break, and after that, we bring you our JSB segment with Brian Munango and Jovan Wilson.
We are starting independence on the right track, on the right foot. I'm joined by Jovan Wilson. I think send out independence shout out before we start.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone, every Namibian citizen. 35 years of independence, great years of independence that the ruling party has given us. I don't want to be political, but yeah, shout out Swapo.
Okay, so 35 years of independence, exciting times. A good weekend to try and make some money.
Yeah.
The weather has been great. We can't be more happier than we are. But before we start off the show, how are you feeling, my brother?
Yeah, we're unlucky again. Lost weekend with our bets. But you know what? I think I have to do something different this weekend. You know what I'm going to do?
What are you doing?
I'm going to take this.
Okay.
And now this will probably give us some good fortune.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We need as much fortune as we can get on the show. Because I'm going with horses this weekend. I have a good feeling about Saturday's horses. And then international. We haven't had international games in a while. So I think we can make some money with the international games. So we're not going to waste any more time, guys. We are going to get right straight into it. Jovan Wilson, you have a 13 games parlay for this weekend. A 13-fold. So guys, a 13-fold is when you have 13 games on one bet slip, which is it's quite risky, but I'm going to trust my guy and run us through the 13 game slip.
Look, you can choose as many as you like, what you feel is comfortable, what you feel might hit.
Okay.
But I just selected the 13 out of the weekend that I feel would possibly hit in terms of Europe and South America. You know, South America is basically a mini World Cup over there by themselves. You know, those guys. Yeah, so I went with a couple of straights there. Most of them in South America, I went with both teams to score.
Okay.
I think there's a high-scoring games this weekend in that competition, those qualifiers. Portugal straight against Denmark. I think they have a decent side there.
Fernandes is in good form.
Very good form.
Wait. Before we continue, I'll look for that clip from last week. Remember what I told you about Bruno Fernandes against Leicester City?
Yeah.
I said, if you guys quote me, quote for quote, I said, if you want to make some money this weekend, you can place a bet on Bruno Fernandes to score and Manchester United to win. Did that not happen?
Convincingly.
Did that not happen? 3-0, had to assist. Fantasy, I said you can captain him. If you captained him, you got yourself some good points. So for those who listened, shout out to you. For those who didn't, we'll try again this weekend. So back to your slip. So you have 874 odds. So we're looking at Portugal to beat Denmark. We're looking at Ireland to beat Bulgaria. We're looking at both teams to score for the Argentina-Uruguay game. I agree with that one. And then we're looking at Bolivia, Uruguay as well. That's both teams to score. Chile and Ecuador, both teams to score. Venezuela. Is that Venezuela to beat
Peru?
Okay, Peru has never been good.
Colombia also at home there.
Paraguay and then
Argentina, Brazil. You know, Brazil haven't been that convincing.
Okay.
But they're still the Brazil, you know.
So you're going with
which is a force in football. But I would go with the Argentina side, especially
with no Messi.
Playing at home. With no Messi, still never beat it. They have
Julian
Martinez, which I feel is as a name that should be mentioned in the Ballon d'Or. You know, depending how far Inter get.
Is it? Okay,
we'll get to that when we're back to the domestic football.
I'm removing Salah from that chat now also. Like, Champions League, it's done. He's out of there, so there's no chance of him
So
winning.
who else is there? There's Rafinha perhaps, depending on how far they go. But I will put my money on Lautaro Martinez.
The dark horses of the tournament. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at my slips. I have two different slips. Both of them are very short. In the first one, the interesting one, I think I have horses on that one. That's for Saturday. So if you guys can look at that slip, it will be coming up now shortly. If you guys are interested in horses, if you guys want to place bets on horses, it's not that difficult. You just do a little bit of research and you can make yourself some cash. So I have Durbanville that's happening on Saturday. In the fifth race, I'm going with Golden Angel to get the best of everyone. I think my favorite bet of horses for the day has to be Captain West. I'm a very big fan of Captain West. And then I just went with Cliffscape and Johnny Drama, and it's total odds of 42. Put down $100, that gives you 4,200 Namibian dollars. Put down 50, that gives you the half of that. So you guys can definitely make some money with that. And then looking at the football, I didn't go that crazy like Javon did. I just went light. I just went with a few games. So my list will be coming up now shortly, and you guys can have a look. So fourfold, 8 odds. $100, $800. 200 gets you 1.6. If you want to be risky, put down 300. That gets you close to 2.7 thousand Namibian dollars. It's just a straight win for Portugal to beat Denmark. France to beat Croatia. France are in very good form, so I don't think Croatia will be too much of a challenge. Spain with the likes of Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal against Netherlands. We have players like Zergzi. It's a comfortable win. And then Slovenia, I'm going to beat Slovakia. Thoughts?
Yeah, I like that a lot. I think all of them can hit. On paper, it definitely looks convincing. I don't see any upset there. Perhaps in the Netherlands side, but Spain, Lamine Yamal and the guys are way on high form there. So I agree. Slovenia as well at home. Yeah, I think that's a very good slip. I think every punter should sign up if they haven't already to JSPSports.bet and put some money on that and make some bucks.
Guys, Javon put on the lucky cap as well, and he's agreeing with me that it's a good slip. So please don't waste time. Take a small 50, create your JSB account, and then place your bet. Okay, before we leave, match of the week.
Yeah, interesting. We have our Brave Warriors that are competing, trying to qualify. It's not over yet until the fat lady sings, they say. So our match of the week, as you can see now on your screen, it should appear, will be up against Equatorial Guinea, playing home, inverted commas, playing in South Africa. So yeah, let's back the boys. Predict the score there on our Facebook or on Instagram. And if you predict the score, you tag 3 friends, and then you also share that on your story. And you can win your share of 1,000 Namibian dollars in bets.
You see, simple as such. You don't have to pay for anything. Just comment your score, who you think is going to win, and then if you get it correct, then you stand a chance.
And it's free. You know, our nation loves free things. Eh?
So it's free. At least they don't have to pay for anything.
As long as you have a social media account, you predict the score, follow the rules there, and you enter into the competition.
Okay, before we leave, what else do you have for us? I think we were speaking about...
We have a massive winner on our slots on online. Sweet Bonanza, pragmatic casino provider. A $10 Namibian spin.
So Sylvanus needs to take notes.
One spin.
Sylvanus, take notes.
65,826 in your bank, tax-free. What else do you want, ladies and gentlemen?
From 10 Namibian dollars.
From 10.
One spin.
Yeah.
$65,826.40. Yo. Sylvanus, take notes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sweet Bonanza, sweet, eh?
That's good. And then, okay, I think there's still one more. One more that we did leave out.
Yeah,
that's the last one.
Speaking of casino slots, we have a promotion under our one provider called Habanero. Simple. You log into Habanero, you can play any of our Habanero slots games. 20 cents minimum spin. And you enter into the competition. There's a grand prize of 12,000 Rand, so it's 30,000 Namibian dollars. Breakdown from 12 all the way down to 750. Have a look on our social pages, on our website, you get for more information. But yeah, try that. It ends on the 31st of March.
Well, I think we brought you everything you guys need to celebrate independence. We brought you football, we brought you horses, we brought you spin, we brought you guys, there's no reason for you to not make money this weekend and have a good weekend. Enjoy the football. For me, Brian Munango and Javon Wilson, it's happy independence, and we'll be seeing you guys next week.
Your life could change at any second. but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
Well, there you heard it from Javon Wilson and Brian Munango there. Any man or woman makes his luck, and I'm sure that the JSB betting obviously is one of those places where you can make your luck. Try your luck, you saw the slopes, so you can go through. And now, before we conclude, what is Independence Day without celebrating our legends? Today we celebrate a man who has been at the helm of organizing events at NFA and throughout Africa, Titus Konamene. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, I will have to laugh and leave you. It is goodbye. Sport Rep is joined, that is, by Master Titus Konamene, one of the veteran and long-serving administrators of the Football Association. Well, he has done a few jobs within and across Africa. So, Mr. Konamene, just give a brief first about how it all started and how you came by to become such an influential person in terms of organization of big events across the continent.
Yeah, first and foremost, let me thank you for according me this opportunity to inform the nation, people in particular, about the kind of work that I'm particularly doing. Yeah, I'm a CAF general coordinator, and I'm also a CAF and FIFA facility inspector. So with regard to CAF general coordinator, around 2016, 2014, 2015, there was an invitation to the member association to send the names of the people who are responsible for competitions in the relevant member association. Yeah, but and then my name was given, and we attended very intensive training as general coordinators. So after that, we assigned to do assignments. Yeah, I remember my first assignment was not a very easy one, but being as it is, I managed to put it through. So, but throughout the years, I've become a senior general coordinator. So, as we speak, I've attended almost all the last CAF
events.
CAF events. I was in Gabon for the AFCON in 2017. The same year, the CAF has sent me back to Gabon for the under 17 championships. After that, I did a lot of COSAFA senior as well as under 20 championships. And then in 2019, I went to Egypt as a general coordinator for the AFCON. And then the last AFCON in Cameroon, I also went as a general coordinator. I was based in Garoua. And 3 weeks ago, I came back from Cairo for the AFCON under 20 championship.
Okay, throughout these events, is there any risk involved? I mean, traveling so much and just being out away from home for such a while. I mean, like, how does it feel?
Yeah, at the beginning it was fun. Well, it's still fun, but nowadays it's becoming a bit too much. Having responsibility at home, in the office here. So, and but at the end of the day, it's about what you are doing for the country. It's about what you are doing for the continent. So we are doing Champions League matches, Confederations Cup matches, international participation for national teams, and so on. And on top of that, as I've said earlier, I'm also a facility inspector. So we are doing an inspection for facility in order for them to meet requirements as per CAF or FIFA requirements. But all in all, it's not easy.
Yeah.
I think people at times they think that no, Titus is traveling, he's having a nice time, it's good, but it's not that easy. First and foremost, it's a lot of work. As a general coordinator, the moment you arrive, let's say if you go for a Champions League match, the moment you arrive in the country where the match is taking place, you need to make sure that all the competition aspects are in place, given security, medical aspects, your facility, the hotels where the teams are staying, the hotels where the team officials and the CAF officials are staying. And then you need to coordinate with the relevant authorities on the ground. Yeah, I remember I had a match in South Africa. I think it was Sundowns between Zesco from Zambia. That time was the time when there were these riots in Pretoria. So now, just imagine now. So you have to make sure that that match is going to take place in a secure environment. So you have to make sure that you're involved with the South African police, the army, even the community. You need to go and sensitize.
You need to be down on the ground.
You need to be down on the ground, especially on that match. Every day we used to go out around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we assess the situation on the ground for about 3 days. But at the end of the day, we ended up having a secured match.
Yes.
So those are the kind of things that you are going through. And on top of that, every day after the day, you need to send a report to CAF, informing the head office on what is happening on the ground.